They say a man's life is written not only in his choices, not only in his habits, but in the company he keeps. Jim Rohn said it plainly. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. That truth cuts deeper than most want to admit. Because it's not just a clever phrase, it's a mirror. And when you look into that mirror, you don't just see your face, you see your future. Picture this. A man stands before a mirror, searching for himself, but his reflection isn't his own. Instead, it's made of the people he calls his friends. Each laugh, each complaint, each excuse, each dream, stitched together into the fabric of who he is becoming. You think you are walking your own path, but if you look closer, you'll see that your steps fall in rhythm with the ones who walk beside you. Show me your friends, and I will show you your destiny. The truth is, your associations are shaping you when you're not paying attention. Their habits rub off, their beliefs sink in, their conversations become the background music of your mind. And slowly, without realizing it, you begin to echo them. You begin to mirror them. If they doubt themselves, you start doubting yourself. If they settle for less, you start lowering your standards. If they waste their time, you waste your time. And if they are lazy, if they are cynical, if they are small-minded, make no mistake, you will become like them. Mediocrity is contagious, and so is greatness. But the question is, who are you letting infect you? There's a man with a dream, a fire in his chest, but he surrounds himself with people who laugh at ambition. They tell him to calm down, to take it easy, to stop trying so hard. Why chase more? Isn't this enough? They ask. And slowly, he starts to believe them. His flame dims, his vision blurs, his future shrinks. Not because he didn't have potential, but because his circle was a cage. Now picture another man. No clearer path, no greater talent than the first. But his circle is alive. They talk about ideas, not gossip. They plan, they build, they stretch, they hold each other accountable. They push each other higher. And in that fire of association, his spark ignites into a blaze. Same man, different future, because of his friends. Your environment is stronger than your willpower. You can want success, you can pray for it, you can work toward it. But if you live in the wrong environment, it will strangle your growth. Like planting a seed in poisoned soil. No matter how much sun you give it, no matter how much water, it cannot grow. But plant that same seed in fertile ground, and it flourishes. That is the power of association. That is the law of proximity. Proximity is power. Who you stand near, you become. Stand near the lazy, and you will learn laziness. Stand near the bitter, and bitterness will creep into your soul. But stand near the disciplined, and you will feel their energy pull you higher. Stand near the dreamers, and you will begin to dream bigger. Stand near the winners, and you will start to win. Jim Rohn warned us, don't join an easy crowd. Why? Because if you do, you won't grow. Growth lives in challenge. It lives where the expectations are high, where the standards are unshakable, where the pressure to improve is constant. It's not supposed to be comfortable. It's supposed to stretch you, break you, rebuild you, and make you better. Easy crowds create easy lives, but easy lives create empty futures. So ask yourself right now, who am I spending my time with? Who am I letting whisper into my ears? Who am I letting shape my thoughts? Are they lifting me up or pulling me down? Are they building my courage or feeding my fear? sharpening me or dulling my edge. Show me your friends, and I will show you your future. This isn't about judging people. It's about protecting your destiny. Because not everyone you call a friend is meant to walk with you into your future. Some are only meant for the chapter you're in, not the book you're writing. And if you keep clinging to them, you will never finish your story. You must learn the courage to choose your associations wisely. That doesn't mean you stop loving people. It doesn't mean you stop caring for them. It means you stop letting them dictate your future. You cannot fly if you insist on carrying anchors. You cannot climb if you tie yourself to those who refuse to leave the ground. And yes, it will hurt. It will hurt to walk away from the familiar. It will hurt to create distance from the people you've always known. But what hurts more? Losing their company today or losing your potential forever? Life is short. Success doesn't wait. Your future doesn't pause until you're ready. And every day you spend in the wrong circle is another day stolen from your destiny. The secret? Surround yourself with those who remind you of where you're going, not where you've been. People who inspire you when you're tired, who challenge you when you're lazy, who believe in you when you doubt yourself. People who are walking the path you want to walk, who live at the level you want to live, who embody the discipline, the vision, the hunger you want for your own life. Iron sharpens iron. Fire ignites fire. Energy attracts energy. And so you must ask yourself, who do I want to become? Then go and stand beside those who live it. Jim Rohn said, success is something you attract by the person you become. But who you become is shaped by who surrounds you. Your habits are not created in isolation. Your standards are not born in a vacuum. They are carved piece by piece by the company you keep. So if you want to rise, choose wisely. If you want to be free, choose boldly. If you want to become great, surround yourself with greatness. And remember this, your friends today are your future tomorrow. Choose them with the weight of your destiny in mind. Choose them as if your life depends on it, because it does. So I'll ask you one last time. Who are your friends? Who sits at your table? Who speaks into your ears? Who shares your time? Who owns your influence? Because if you show me your friends, I will show you exactly who you are becoming. And the question that remains is simple. Are they leading you closer to your dream or dragging you away from it? The choice is yours. Look around you. Not at your phone, not at your screen. Look at the people you allow into your circle. Because whether you realize it or not, those faces, those voices, those habits are carving your destiny in silence. Jim Rohn said it best. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And if you pause, if you listen, if you're brutally honest with yourself, you'll realize he wasn't exaggerating. He was telling you the law of life, the law that never bends. Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. It sounds simple, too simple. And that's why most people ignore it. They underestimate the power of proximity. They think influence is something they can resist. But you don't notice the ocean's tide pulling at your feet until you've drifted miles away from shore. And the same is true of the people you surround yourself with. Little by little, they plant their beliefs in you. They water them with their words. They shape your actions with their expectations. Until one day you wake up and realize you're living their life, not yours. Think about it. If you spend your nights around people who complain, what do you start doing? You complain. If you sit with people who gossip, what do you begin to notice? The flaws in others. If you live with people who settle, what becomes acceptable to you? Mediocrity. And if you dare to dream in front of those who laugh at ambition, what happens? You shrink your dreams to fit their comfort zone. Without even knowing it, your future is traded away for their approval. But flip the script. Spend your days with those who hunger for more, and suddenly you hunger too. Walk with people who talk about vision, about discipline, about building something greater. And watch how your mind begins to stretch. Align with those who refuse to settle, and mediocrity becomes unbearable. Stand beside people who demand excellence, and you rise to meet it, not because you have to, but because you want to. That is the power of association. That is the power of environment. Life whispers a truth most never hear. Success isn't built alone. Destiny is contagious. And whether you realize it or not, you're catching something from the people around you. The only question is, what are you catching? Hope, courage, discipline, vision, or laziness, fear, excuses, regret? Jim Rohn understood that the future is not written in the stars. It's written in the habits of your circle. And if you want to change your life, you must change your environment. You must ask yourself with ruthless honesty, who am I spending my time with? What are they doing to me? Am I becoming more? Or am I slowly fading into less? Because here's the hard truth. Your friends can be your fuel, or they can be your coffin. They can breathe fire into your belief, or they can smother it under the weight of doubt. They can remind you that you're capable of greatness, or they can chain you to mediocrity. Every word they speak, every choice they make, every standard they hold, it rubs off on you. It doesn't matter how strong you think you are. Nobody is immune to influence. And that's why discipline in relationships is just as important as discipline in your work. You cannot afford to spend your time around those who poison your vision. You cannot afford to treat influence lightly, because the voices around you will become the voice inside you. The people in your circle will become the compass of your decisions. And in the end, they will either lead you to your dreams or drag you into their nightmares. So I ask you, who are you walking with? Are they pushing you forward or pulling you down? Are they reminding you of your greatness or convincing you to forget it? Are they challenging you to rise or comforting you to settle? Show me your friends, and I will show you exactly where you're heading. Picture two futures, one where you spend your nights around those who laugh at your ambition, who tell you it can't be done, who celebrate mediocrity like it's a victory. Fast forward 10 years. Where are you? You're still there. Stuck, trapped, shrunk down to fit the mold they made for you. Your dreams, collecting dust in the attic of your heart. Now picture another future, one where you choose differently, one where you stand with those who demand more of themselves and more of you. People who are building, people who are climbing, people who see greatness as normal, not rare. Fast forward 10 years. Where are you? You're unrecognizable. You're sharper, stronger, wiser. You're living the life others only talk about. Why? Because the people you chose to walk with wouldn't let you stay the same. That is the difference. That is the decision. And make no mistake, it is a decision. Every day, you choose who gets access to you. Every day you decide who gets to write a line in the story of your future. Every day you hand someone the pen. And if you don't choose wisely, don't be surprised when you don't like the ending.